Yo guys, this just came in and I'm sorry for this impromptu video, but I'm super excited. Until now, I have used a teleprompter. It is super ghetto. It's just a makeshift using an old CD case. So I turned this into a DIY teleprompter by holding up this microfiber cloth on top of the lens and then keeping it in an angle and then resting my phone here and there. I could read from the reflection of this really beat up plastic. As you can see, it's really scratched and dirty. I don't know how well this is showing up on the screen. I've been wanting to upgrade my teleprompter for the longest time, and I just decided it's time to do it. So I'm gonna throw this away and see how worth is this $50 teleprompter. And the reason why I had to get rid of that DIY is because it couldn't work with my Sigma lens, a 60mm f1.4 and the Canon EOS M. Let's go ahead and unbox it and see what we get inside this $50 teleprompter by the company Prawn Store. I have no idea. It's a no brand, and I know companies like Ulanzi, Newer, they make probably better built, higher quality teleprompters, but we're just gonna find out how this works. From the reviews in Amazon, the images that people share, it looked really nice. The font was very clear, so hopefully that is the case when I'm using my iPhone 12 that is over there charging wirelessly. So let's go ahead and get ready, and don't mind the mess. I'm actually in the middle of work right there doing Zoom calls, and there's my iPad as a third screen. So yes, a MacBook Pro and one MacBook can do 3 screens. First, let's see what's in the box. Apple style opening box, and we have teleprompter. Actually, it's pretty big. Yeah, it looks clear enough. Okay, I can already tell this is gonna be very tedious. I thought it was a spring loaded, but it's not. You actually have to unscrew it until you can fit the phone in there. So I can see this is gonna be super tedious to set up, but I'm sure once it's in there, we're able to clamp it nice and tight so that the phone doesn't move. And look at that. It's pretty clear, right? You can actually see the fonts well. Clear enough for me. There you can see a comparison between the actual iPhone screen and the teleprompter screen. Looks good. All right, let's finish setting this up and give you a taste. We have adapters. Oh, this is what I was looking for. And what would you have here? This soft velvet. Oh, I guess this is the back screen to block out the light depending on the size of your lens, and then you could just block the outside of so no light can get in. And this is probably for a smartphone. It has a nice small cutout. We have a bunch of step-up rings. They're all labeled, clearly labeled here, from 49mm 77. Oh, that's nice. So I can use all my filters. So right now I have a 62 filter. 62. Nice, we got a 62, so we should be able to mount on our camera here, the Sigma. And I do have a black mist filter on here. We got it. Before I learned how to mount this there, let's just see, the last thing that they gave us in the box is a all remote controller. This is pretty cool. So this probably will pair up with the iPhone. And we're ready to go. We got it. This looks awesome. Look at that. Let's hit start. You could actually see how clear the font is. It looks really good. It's mounted on the lens. And they actually have a cold shoe on the top for maybe if you have a small LED light or a shotgun mic you want to clamp up there. Hey. So here we are. We're actually testing the rig right now. And I actually did figure out what this plate was. Now this plate is not needed for when I use a camera. This is more for when I'm using an iPhone. You can mount the iPhone here, and this connects to the whole prompter, allowing you to use your iPhone. And yeah, use your smartphone with this, but I probably won't be needing that since my iPhone is the prompter itself. It's not even the brightness high. Let me turn up the brightness and see how it looks. Very clear. It does come with a remote, but it's very difficult to get the buttons programmed to start up and make this thing run. But yeah, technically it does have a. And as a demo, I'm gonna read off the script for my intro on my next video. I'm taking my sweet time reviewing the Lenovo Legion Y700 tablet, and this is what the intro is gonna be like. And I just hit start, as you notice, and right now it's scrolling. So what's up, everyone? Today we're taking a deep dive into the 2023 iteration of the Lenovo Legion Y700 tablet. Well, now that it's all said and done, we got the teleprompter all ready to go. I understand what all the pieces do, and pretty much this is a great bang for the buck for $50. Actually, in dollars it would be a lot less because it cost me 5,000 yen. So that'll probably equal to like $35 in US. With free shipping, it's just couldn't pass out this deal, and it just works great. I mean, the text is crisp, sharp. It doesn't show like a double reflection like some of the cheaper teleprompters do, because they're using just regular plastic and the reflection appear on both sides, on the top and bottom. This has just one clear reflection. I don't see any effects of vignetting. Well, now we do have a little vignetting because I do have a filter in front of the lens, so maybe that create some vignetting, and I'm shooting in a 16mm, which is pretty wide for using in a teleprompter. Probably you're better off with a standard focal lens such as 28mm in full frame, or in APS-C would be like a 23mm or something like that. A 20mm would probably work better, but yeah, I just want to push the limits using this lens, because even though it's super wide at 16mm, which is great to have a nice YouTube studio kind of thing, but also it gives me separation shooting at f1.4, even though I'm at f1.7, to give me a little room to move my head forward and back and not lose focus so much. But anyways, I'm loving this teleprompter. Build quality is on the cheap side. I can see this thing breaking if you mishandle it or drop it, so handle with care and it should last you for a while. It's just awesome. I'm just glad I got something that's super portable, easy to move from this camera to the next camera just by sliding it out. And that's pretty much it, literally. That's all I have to do. And really quick, guys, to demonstrate how easy it is to get this thing off and on the camera, I'm actually gonna just pull it out from the camera because it just slides off the ring. And there it is, and you can see how much light this thing cuts. So it does affect the overall brightness of your screen, so you will have to adjust your ISO or your shutter to make sure you have enough light, or you could just lit up the room and get exposure that way. Yeah, I just love it, and it's so easy. Just make sure you have the adaptive ring on it, on the lens that you want to use it on. Slide it in and actually slaps in place. Now, a couple of the cons that I have found with this teleprompter is that, of course, the build quality is super cheap, so just handle with care. And the other con that I notice is that there's no lock anyway to lock the orientation. So there's no snap point. It's just sitting on top of the ring, literally. And so you have to just adjust to what you feel is a straighten it. But it's really cool, you know. I could just slide it off, put it on my other camera, my zoom camera. It's my Sony a7S full frame, and here is the teleprompter prompted on my Sony a7S. I'm recording with the QuickTime, and thanks to the Camlink 4K, we're able to record 4K ProRes from the HDMI. And yeah, this is straight out of the camera, recorded into the QuickTime. I'm not gonna adjust anything, maybe the white balance a little bit. Yes, the teleprompter is working perfectly fine. Nice. But anyway, now that we got the teleprompter working and running, let's get out of here, and so I could start my official video review videos that I have planned for the channel. So to watch more of those videos, first, before you subscribe, hit that little thumb up to like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell to let you know when videos are coming out. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys on a future video. See you next time.